being able to concentrate on getting these student athletes to graduate, and then also making sure that our APR is the highest that we possibly can make it. And that's my success. And I think when you do it the right way in the classroom, it's gonna trickle down to everywhere else. Like I told the players, it's all about, being smart, physical, aggressive, and fast. And being smart, that covers a lot, discipline, doing the right thing in the classroom, on the field. So when those things happen, wins are going to come. If you ask me, are we going to do better than we did in the past? Yes, we are in all aspects.
Coach, two things. One, what are you going to do to recruit more local talent? We have some talented teams around town. Like these kids going other places. That's one. And two, as a recruiting wise, what are you going to be able to do this year? Because you definitely had a late start so far.
Well, that's a good question. Like I told the players, and first of all, this is my home. BCU made me. So, at the end of the day, I want to make sure that we collect the staff, and we're going to start in Volusia. I mean, we're going to go up and down and make sure we know these coaches inside out and they know us inside out, because it's all about relationships. Having an opportunity just going across the country. I was in Eugene, didn't know a whole lot of people, but at the end of the day, having relationships and people trusting you, that's going to help, with recruiting. As for where we're at now, I'm focusing on the guys we have here. I told them I'm focusing on the guys we have here.
So two questions, one football related, another one personal. The first football question, what type of schemes should we expect from you, both defensively and offensively? How do you envision your team playing, and what type of schematics are we going to see on the field?
Well, again, the guys, I spoke with them this morning. We're going to be smart, fast, physical, and aggressive. I mean, we're going to, in all aspects, offense, defense, special teams, we're going to bring the best coaches in here, and it's going to be a KISS method. I don't like the word keep it so stupid. I don't use that. It's going to be keep it so simple. These guys going to be able to play fast, and the product we're going to put out on the field is not going to be a whole lot of thinking. We're going to allow these guys to utilize their talent.
And then second question, you mentioned Willie Taggart earlier, and obviously you guys grew up together and you traveled with him from Western Kentucky to Eugene back to Florida. Just first, he gave you your opportunity to be a college coach, but what are some of the things that you gleaned from him as both a coach and a human being?
Well, he was a player's coach. I tell you what, one thing, about Coach Taggart, people would say everywhere he's been, he's had an open door policy, and that's something that I want to have with the players, because it's about the players. I mean, those players are the reason why we have jobs, so we have to be able to take care of the players first.
You mentioned meeting with your team this morning. What was that meeting like, that initial meeting?
Well, I guess some of the players are him. Some of the players are here. They'll be able to tell you. But it was, at the end of the day, just laying down, some ground rules and just making sure that I always told them, I said, you don't need to be in this meeting if you have class. Go to class. We talked about being a student first, talking about being a student, talking about administration, putting the presidents on, being able to go to summer school, both summer A and B, and they got it all excited about that. And I was like, man, we're on the right track.
Any other questions?
This is not a question.
Man, I tell you what, man.
I haven't changed.
You look good. You look real good.
I am probably the only person in here who fed that young man.
Took care of me.
Took care of him when he was a student and fed him. I want to say to you, and the dining hall is totally different now. You will be very pleased with that. But I want to say to you, if you could do for these football players and instill in them the kind of student and athlete that you were, I know we won't do anything but win. We'll win on the field and off the field. And I'm here to support you 150%. Whatever I can do, welcome home.
Thank
And
you.
I have some other ones like that, Nick Collins and all. I always brag about those students, and I'm sure you'll bring that back.
Yes, I promise I will. That's it? Man, that was easy.
So we will have time for some one-on-ones if that's what you'd like to do. Also, I'm going to ask President Drake and AD Theus and Coach Woodie to come back so you can actually get that photo of the jersey and the hat. We kind of moved through that quickly, but I want to give you the opportunity to get that photo. Can you guys stage that again, please? Okay. Thank you. We're going to have one more comment from one of our students who was involved in our process. Conroy Cunningham is going to come up and just say hello to you for a moment and answer maybe a question or two that the media might have.
Greetings, everybody. My name is Conroy Cunningham. I'm a student athlete here at Bethune-Cookman University. Yes. I definitely think it's a great honor to be included in the process of finding our 16th head coach here at BCU. I also feel like it was vital to include the players, especially considering the amount of drama and things that was going around. Including the players, I feel like has allowed us to buy in more to Coach Woodie and feel like our opinions were important and were heard.
When did the players switch from Ed Reed and say, okay, Woody's our guy?
After talking with our AD and our president, we had to move forward and we had to see brighter days. They say tough times don't last, but tough people do. And BCU, our athletics and our students here are as tough as they come, and we're just looking forward to the Raymond Woodie era.
One last question. What's the mood like amongst the players right now?
The mood, we're ecstatic. We're rejoiced that the train is back moving, and then we also have a conductor that can lead us to the places that we need to go. And so we're very excited.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great afternoon.
He wants to give us a check. In the spirit of what we're all trying to accomplish, there's been a lot of conversation about football helmets and things of that nature. I got a call from HBCU Go game day, of course, and they not only wanted to talk about it, but they wanted to put their money involved in it and help out. And this is how you make it work. You speak about it, but then you turn around and you be about it. And this is what he's coming here for us today.
On behalf of HBCU Game Day and our team, as you know, we cover HBCUs across the country. And especially after I had a one-on-one interview with Coach Theus, I still call him Coach. I kind of we understood the assignment. As HBCUs, we have to step up our support. And since our business makes money by reporting on the HBCUs, we wanted to make a gift. And one of the things that, we're not ESPN or anything like that, But one of the things that Coach Theus told us about was the helmets. So we decided that we would donate 10 helmets to Bethune-Cookman University. So we got with Alvin Wyatt Jr. He ordered the helmets, and then he called me back and said, hey, they're running a special. If you buy 12 helmets, they'll give you 2 free. So we couldn't go back to the staff and necessarily tell them to pony up that. So Tolly Carr, who is our anchor in Atlanta, he paid for one. And then the last one was donated by the son of someone who's from New Smyrna Beach, Florida. Came to Daytona Beach Community College for 2 years. 2 years at Bethune-Cookman College, and graduated in 1959, and allowed him to make a better life for our family, my father. So I bought the final helmet in honor of my father. So it's already been paid. He can tell you the invoice is paid. The helmets are actually on the way. This is just symbolic. But especially seeing the fellows up top, this is what it's all about. It's about supporting you guys. My name is Vaughn Wilson, and my father's name is Roosevelt Wilson.
We're going to ask you guys to stay in here. There's still some more photos that folks are going to want to take. But this concludes our day. Thank you, everyone. We got one more? Oh, okay. Oh, well, terrific. I did not know.
By the way, those helmets are $500 a piece, just so you know. And we'll take any other donations.
Hey guys, my name is Arnell Spencer. I'm the on-premise director for SR Parat, a local beer distributor in Daytona. A little short story about me. I actually went to BCC back in the day for one semester. I actually came back from Edinburgh State University. It was only one semester though. Then I ended up transferring to UCF, and you guys didn't beat us. But I've been working out here almost 6 years now, and I'm happy to be in a position to help donate X amount of money, and we have more to come, to the program and welcome you back home. All right. So I'm gonna donate $10,000 for the athletic program.
Here we go. Here we go. That's great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Absolutely.
Can you see Dr. Drake? So any more donations?
I don't know. Let's stand up there. One might come. The other one might show up.
If there are no more donations, we'll wait a second if you want us to. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Have a great afternoon.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. If you were able to just see Raymond Woodie or Coach Raymond Woodie just had his press conference. And of course, we're able to see that they got some donations from HBCU Game Day, as well as a fellow person in the community. He donated $10,000 to the football program. And I'm sure that there's more to come. It was great to see Coach Woodie, and there was a lady that was at that press conference, and she worked in the cafeteria back when he was a student. And she just was sharing that if he teaches the football players to be just like him when he was in school, on and off the field, that is something that they, something that they need. And she knows that they'll win off the field as well as on the field. So it was great to be able to see that, to see him in a positive light, to see Bethune-Cookman moving forward. And I think for a lot of people, not just Bethune-Cookman alums, but just people, Black people all over, are proud of the way that Bethune-Cookman has moved forward. And I think that as long as they hold true to meeting those students' needs, as far as the helmets, which we saw there was a donation made, it's already been paid for. And we also see that there's people donating to the program. I'm sure that there are going to be many more donations coming in. That's just, the beginning. And so as far as the helmets were actually already purchased. So that $5,700+ check, that was just symbolic of it was a symbolic gesture. They actually already purchased the helmets. So there's not, now the $10,000 that will go towards the football program. But it's great to see the Bethune-Cookman administration, the interim president, the AD, as well as Raymond Woodie, ushering in peace and calm. And a little bit about Raymond Woodie, Coach Raymond Woodie. He had a lot of success in the Pac-12 with recruiting. So it's not going to be a situation where he doesn't know what he's doing and this is his first time coaching. And a lot of people will say, well, they didn't do good at Florida Atlantic, or he didn't do good here. But you have to keep in mind that he wasn't the head coach. So I think that's important to highlight, that when you are the leader of your own team, you're able to implement things how you want. You're able to structure your coaching staff the way that you want. And so it's going to be exciting to see. As I said before, he was ranked number 1 in recruiting in the Pac-12. And he also was ranked in the top 5 for the ACC, or excuse me, the AAC. Let me see if I can pull that up. Here it is right here. It says in 2017, 247 Sports ranked him as the top recruiter in the Pac-12 conference. The following season, it slotted him as the second best recruiter in the Atlantic Coast Conference. So if he is ranked in the FBS as a top recruiter, why would people think that he wouldn't be able to recruit in Florida? Daytona Beach at that. He should be able to recruit with no issues whatsoever. So once again, congratulations Coach Raymond Woodie, we are ecstatic as HBCU alums, and we are happy to see where you're going to take it. This is just the article that shows that he, in 2017, 247 Sports ranked him as the top recruiter in the Pac-12 conference. So I didn't just make that up. And then it says the following season, it slotted him as the second best recruiter in the Atlantic Coast Conference, the ACC. So if he can recruit at the FBS level, he shouldn't have no problem recruiting for Bethune-Cookman. And I think that as we see the progress with regard to the facilities, that will make it even better. He'll be able to tap into those Florida recruits and get them to stay in Florida. Because if you have a choice to go to stay in Florida right there on the beach, or to go somewhere where it's really cold, where are you going to stay? You're going to stay closer to your family and at a beach destination. So congratulations, Coach Woodie. If you're in here, please like the stream. I will be doing a replay, and you'll be able to see the donations that were made and the student athlete who was able to speak to moving forward, and that he believed that being a part of that process helped the players get invigorated and excited for their new head coach. Thank you guys for tuning in.